Alright, well, last time, in the last video, we talked about the neck and strengthening up the dovetail joint where the neck joins to the body of the guitar. And so we've got some glue setting on that, and so we're going to give that some time. Right now, I'm going to talk about the other part of the neck, the fretboard. Okay. Fretboards generally are made out of maple or rosewood or ebony, which is the standard woods, but most any stable hardwood will work for a fingerboard. It appears that this one was probably a piece of maple. It just got shellaxed or something over the top of it. Of course, when I took it off, it damaged it a little bit, and it had a crack in it, and it broke, so this has got to be replaced. Alright, one of the things that I like to do whenever possible is I like to recycle wood that would have elsewise been thrown away or burnt or just simply left to rot. And a good friend of mine up in Itawamba County, a guy named Terry Jones, who has a boat repair shop up there, gave me some really nice wood. He had a 1962 Chris Craft cabin cruiser that he had bought, and it turns out the boat was solid Honduran mahogany from bow to stern, and so he gave me a bunch of the wood out of the boat, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you, Terry. And one of the pieces that I got out of the boat was a piece of molding that went around the inside of the cabin in the boat, and it was approximately 6 inches wide and about ½ inch thick. Alright, well, so one of the things I decided to do with this, I decided to try to make a fingerboard out of it. So I cut the wood down and trimmed it up to size, and planed it down to where I had roughly about a ¼ inch thickness here. Okay. And one of the things that you notice about a fingerboard, if you're not real guitar savvy, is you have frets down through here. Okay. Well, the frets, if you notice also, the spacing in between the frets gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And what this is a scale. Okay. And different guitars have different scales, but like a Fender guitar has roughly a 25½ inch scale. And what that means is from right here, which would be the nut, to out here somewhere where the bridge is, would be 25½ inches. Okay. Or to the 12th fret right here would be 12¼ inches. So right here at the 12th fret is the halfway point between the nut and the bridge, which would be out here somewhere. Okay. I have found, like for Fender it's a 25½ inch scale, and for Gibson's it's about a 24½ inch scale, and Paul Reed Smith guitars use a 25 inch scale, which is kind of in between. And I found that I like the 25 inch scale best. It just seems to be the easiest to work to me. So what I did was I got my piece of mahogany and squared it up, so it's square on the edges, and I use to be able to cut the fret slots in here. I use a template that I got from Stewart-Mac. Let's see if I can get it out here. What this is, it has little slots along here, and I use this Precision Miter Saw, and you simply put the wood on top of here with some double-sided tape. This goes back in there, and as you click along each one of the notches, you use a saw have a special saw for this. And you saw the fret slots. So it's a very one of the more precision parts of making the guitar repairing one. These slots need to be roughly 0.07 inches deep, okay, and the width of the slot can only be about 0.025 inches, which is pretty thin. So if you notice, there's a real fine curve on this saw here, cut on this saw. So anyway, this piece is put into the miter box. It's moved along. You saw the slots in there, and that pretty much is how you make a neck. Next, I'll take it and outline that to that, so it should fit back on the guitar properly. Just simply outline that, center it. So this point will be center here, and this will be center here. Draw it and cut it with the saw. Then we'll be ready to radius it and put frets on it. That's it for today. Thanks. Bye.